Good morning, students. Today we will continue the chapter first of Oliver Twist. Today we will end the chapter. We have read about Oliver, that he was an orphan who was taken care of in a poor house, and he was taken from that poor house to another poor house on his ninth birthday, so that he can do some work, he can learn some work, and he can also get educated. And he was given the task of picking oakum from 6 o'clock in the morning. We will continue from there. Let us read. The boy was then taken hurriedly away to a large ward. How lonely he felt! He sobbed and then fell asleep on a rough, hard bed. Oliver was taken to a large room, and there he felt very lonely. He did not know anyone in that poor house. He didn't have any friends. So he was feeling lonely and he started crying. He cried for a long time and then he fell asleep. Let us read the next paragraph. The dining hall was a huge stone hall. The master stood near a copper vessel at one end. The dining room. The dining room of the building was a huge room. It was made of stones, and the cook of that poor house, he stood near one big copper vessel, and he ladled. Ladled means to give or to serve food using a ladle, and he gave the soup to the boys, but that was only a small amount. That amount was not enough for the children to fill their stomach. They finished that in no time. The children, they finished the gruel. Gruel means soup, a soup like food made by oatmeals or using rice, and they finished that gruel very quickly. On special occasions, they got a small slice of bread. They were always hungry, and if there was some special day or some festival, instead of the soup, they got some bread, but only one small piece of bread. And because they did not get enough food, the children were always hungry. And sometimes they went crazy also. Because of hunger, they became crazy, mad. One day the boys together held a meeting. They wrote their names in small papers, in small chits, and they took the chit, and in the chit there was Oliver's name. And Oliver was given the task of asking for more food from the cook. So they decided that Oliver would go to the cook and he would request to be given more food. Let us read the next paragraph. In the evening, the boys stood in a queue with bowls in their hands. After a prayer, the gruel was served and it disappeared immediately. So, on that day, on that evening, when Oliver's name came in the chit, after doing evening prayer, the boys stood in a line waiting to get food, and they got the gruel again. They ate it very fast. Then the boys, they pointed at Oliver with their hands. They patted Oliver. It was the sign for Oliver to go to the master and ask for more food. The poor boy was so desperate with hunger that he stood up, proceeded to the master, and said, "Please, sir, I want some more." And Oliver, because of hunger, he did not think of anything. He stood up, he went to the master and told the master and requested the master to give him some more food. But what happened to the master? Let us read. The master turned pale and clung to the vessel for support. The cook, he became shocked. He was very shocked at what is happening here. His face became pale. Pale means white. His face his face became white due to fear and shock. He was so shocked that he started to fall. He began falling down, and to support himself, he took the support of the big copper vessel from which he was serving the food. In the next paragraph, "What?" he managed to cry out. "Please, sir," replied Oliver, "I want some more." So the master, he was shocked. He could not believe it. So to confirm again, he asked, "What?" Then Oliver again replied that he wanted some more food. Now the master became angry. Let us read. The master aimed a blow at the boy's head. He shouted for Mr. Bumble, who, on learning what had happened, rushed to the boardroom and reported. The master, with the ladle, he hit Oliver on his head, and then he started shouting and started running to Mr. Bumble. And when he told Mr. Bumble what Oliver had done, Mr. Bumble was also shocked. Mr. Bumble also started running, and he went to the boardroom, the room where the board members were sitting, and he told them about the situation, about what was happening. Mr. Bumble was also very shocked. Mr. Bumble said, "I beg your pardon, sir. Oliver Twist has asked for more. He told, 'I request you to forgive me for disturbing you, but something has happened. Oliver Twist has asked for more food.'" They were all horrified. How could someone commit such an offense? Mr. Limpkins verified again. "He did, sir," replied Bumble. And the board members also, they were also very shocked. They could not believe it. They were thinking, how can someone do such a big crime? They thought that if any boy asked for more food, it was a big crime, and they could not believe it. So one of the board members, his name was Mr. Limpkins, to confirm, he again asked Mr. Bumble, "Did Oliver ask for food?" Then Bumble replied, "Yes, sir." "That boy will be hanged." Then he said, Mr. Limpkins, he told that Oliver will be hanged. Hanged means he will be killed by hanging him into a rope. And as a punishment for asking for more food, Oliver was put in a solitary cell. Means he was put in a room where he was alone, like a prison. And a bill was put on the gate. It read, not only that, they put one notice on the gate of the poor house. In the notice it was written, "Reward of £5 for an apprentice. Take Oliver Twist out of the parish." They gave one advertisement that anyone who took Oliver from the poor house and took him as a servant or a worker, they would get a reward of £5. £5 was a big amount at the time this story was written, and they were giving the reward because they thought Oliver would be causing more problems. So to stop him, to punish him, they gave the advertisement, anyone who took Oliver as their servant or as their worker, they would get £5 reward. On page 111 you can find the question answers of this chapter. The questions are given. I will be uploading the question answers. You can do the answers in your notebook. And language practice and some exercises are given. The answers of these exercises are given in the book only. You can see page number 131. From there you can do the answers yourself. You have to do those also in the notebook. And on page number 106 you will also find the word meanings of this chapter. No need to do the word meanings in the notebook now. Only do the question answers and the language practice. And we will end the video today.